Thank you for joining us for the KZRG's Key 3, where we are breaking down the 3 biggest stories of the week. Let's get into it. This week, the big stories include Kamala Harris choosing a running mate for her 2024 bid, the Missouri primary taking place, and a former Kansas police chief being charged. This week, Vice President Kamala Harris chose Minnesota Governor Tim Walz to be her running mate for the 2024 bid for the White House. Many on the left are hailing Walz as being a unifying centrist who will bring the country together, while those on the right are considering him to be a radical leftist. All the details on that story at Newstalk KZRG.com. Results for the Missouri primaries are in. Missouri Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe earning the vote to represent Republicans in the November race. Kehoe garnered 39% of the vote. Bill Eigel coming in second with 32%, and Jay Ashcroft, the current Secretary of State, coming in third with 23%. Now, on the Democratic side, Crystal Quade swept the primaries with a 50% vote. Other major races include sitting Attorney General Andrew Bailey fighting off challenger Will Scharf. Bailey will be going up against Democratic challenger Gross in November. And of course, the senatorial race. Republican Senator Josh Hawley will be squaring off against Democrat Lucas Kunce, who won his primary with 67.6% of the vote. You can see all the election results if you go to newstalkkzrg.com and click on the election tab. And finally, last year, a small-town Kansas newspaper made national headlines when police conducted a raid on the Marion County Record, who was investigating a local business owner's driving history. Now, the police also raided the personal home of the paper's owner. The raid sparked national outrage as it happened at a time when freedom of speech was a topic of national discussion. And now, 2 prosecutors are planning on filing a criminal obstruction of justice case against Gideon Cody, who was, at the time, and is now the former police chief of the city that approved that raid. It is unclear if they will be charging Cody with a felony or a misdemeanor. More updates on that story at newstalkkzrg.com. Well, that wraps up the KZRG Key 3 of the week. We have plenty of updates and more on these stories that are coming to you live as we get them at newstalkkzrg.com.